Topic: the nature of the roots of quadratic equations. Objective: characterize and describe the nature of roots of the quadratic equation using the discriminant.
Our topic: the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. This is the quadratic formula. Then we have here the radicand b squared minus 4ac. This is what you call the discriminant. Ito yung discriminant natin again, b squared minus 4ac. Then we have here the table. So if the discriminant or if the value of the discriminant is equal to 0, then the nature of the roots are real and equal. So kapag 0 daw yung b squared minus 4ac, kapag ito in-evaluate natin, nasa halimbawa meron tayong quadratic equation, then kinuha natin yung discriminant nag-equal to 0, ang nature of the roots are real and equal. Next. So halimbawa discriminant 0, no? Halimbawa 0 to. Next one, if the discriminant or b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0 and then at the same time perfect square number. Ano ba yung mga perfect square number? 1, 4, 9, 16, okay, and so on and so forth. Then the nature of the roots are rational and not equal. So ito yun, no? Kapag greater than 0, ano ba yung mga numbers greater than 0? Those are the positive numbers. Then perfect square number, positive part, tawag dito, positive number, then at the same time perfect square number. Ano nga ulit yun? 1, 4, 9, 16, and so on. Next one, if the discriminant b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, then and then at the same time not perfect square numbers. Ano ba yung mga not perfect square number? We have 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on and so forth. Then, the nature of the roots are irrational and not equal. And then, again, ano yung mga not perfect square number? So, those are 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on and so forth. And then, if the discriminant is less than 0 or b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, ano ba yung mga numbers na less than 0? Those are the negative numbers. We have the negative numbers. Negative numbers. Ano ba yung mga negative numbers? We have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and so on and so forth. Then, the nature of the roots is no real roots. O ibig sabihin, wala siyang solution. For example, describe the roots of the following. So, I have here 4 examples. Number 1, for the solution for number 1, is the solution. Number 1, x squared minus 4x plus 4 equal 0. So, step number 1, observe niyo yung given equation. Dapat yung quadratic equation, nakawritten siya into standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So, yung mga binigay kong example, naka-standard form na to. Then, ang gagawin natin, you need to proceed to step 2. Step 2, find or determine the values of a, b, and c. So, for number 1, the value of a is equal to 1. The value of b is equal to negative 4. The value of c is equal to 4. Then, after that, by using the formula of the discriminant, b squared minus 4ac. So, we have b squared minus 4ac. Substitute the given values of a, b, and c to the given formula or dito sa discriminant natin. So, we have the quantity of negative 4 squared minus 4 times the value of A, which is 1, then the value of C, which is 4. So we have now negative 4 squared, 16, minus, then negative 4 times 1 times 4, we have minus 16. Then we have 16 minus 16, 0. Therefore, if we have this quadratic equation, x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 0, then the discriminant is 0. We conclude that the nature of the roots are real and equal. Bakit? Kasi nga, yung discriminant natin nag-equal to 0. Next example, x squared plus 7x plus 10 equals 0. Okay, so sabi ko kanina, lahat ng example ko, naka-written na siya in standard form. So therefore, step 2 na agad tayo. Step 2, find the values of A, B, and C. So the value of A from this quadratic equation, we have 1. Then the value of B is 7. The value of C is equal to 10. Then, step 3, kasi tapos na tayo sa step 1. Step 1 is naka-standard form na to. Step 2, find the values of A, B, and C. Then step 3, substitute the values of A, B, and C to the given discriminant, b squared minus 4AC. So we have 7 squared minus 4 times the value of A, which is 1, the value of C, which is 10. Then 7 squared, 7 times 7, we have 49. Negative 4 times 1 times 10, we have negative 40. 49 minus 40, we have 9. Now, the discriminant is 9. Yung 9 ba perfect square number? Yes, this is a perfect square number. So therefore, the discriminant is greater than 0. Then at the same time, this is a perfect square number. The nature of the roots are rational and not equal. Next example, number 3, x squared plus 6x plus 3 equals 0. Number 3, naka-standard form na. Then, proceed to step number 2. Find the values of A, B, and C. The value of A from this quadratic equation is 1. The value of B is 6. The value of C is 3. Then, substitute to the given discriminant b squared minus 4ac. Then, b squared, the quantity of 6 squared, the value of b is 6, minus 4, times the value of A, which is 1. Then, the value of C, which is 3. Then, 6 squared, we have 36. Then, negative 4 times 1 times 3, we have negative 12. Then, 36 minus 12, we have 24. Now, the discriminant is 24. This is a positive number. Then, 24 is greater than 0. And then, in 24, hindi siya perfect square number. Then, the nature of the roots are irrational and not equal. Last example, number 4, x squared plus 2x plus 5 equals 0. Naka-standard form na to. Then, find the values of A, B, and C. The value of A is 1. The value of B is 2. The value of C is equal to 5. And then, substitute to the given formula, b squared minus 4ac. The value of b is 2. Then we have 2 squared minus 4 times 1. Then the value of c is equal to 5. 2 squared, we have 4. Then negative 4 times 1 times 5, we have negative 20. Then 4 minus 20, we have negative 16. Okay, since the discriminant is less than 0, dahil naging negative number siya, ibig sabihin, the nature of the roots, no real roots. Wala siyang solution. para mas lalong maintindihan ang nature of the roots, kunin natin yung roots and solutions ng bawat example. So, ito yung una, yung example number 1, x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 0. Kunin natin yung roots or yung solution niya by using quadratic formula. So, first, identify the value of a. A equals 1, b equals negative 4, and then c equals 4. Take note na yung mga example natin is naka-standard form na. So, proceed tayo sa step number 2, which is identify the values of a, b, and c. So, using the quadratic formula, we have x equals negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So, substitute to the given quadratic formula, x equals negative times the value of b, which is negative 4, plus minus square root of b squared or negative 4 squared minus 4 times the value of a, which is 1, times the value of c, which is 4, all over 2 times the value of a, which is 1. Next one, simplify. Negative times negative 4, we have positive 4. Plus minus square root of negative 4 squared, we have 16. Then negative 4 times 1 times 4, we have negative 16. Then 2 times 1, we have 2. Then we have now the resulting, we have 4 plus minus 16 minus 16, we have 0. Actually, sinolve natin ito kanina at ito kasi yung discriminant kanina, kung makapansin ninyo. Then we have now 2. Then i-break down natin to. We have now x equals 4. Then square root of 0, that is 0. So we have now 4 plus minus 0 over 2. Then, ilipat ko dito. We have now x equals, or i-break down na natin to, isang plus, tapos isang minus. We have now 4 plus 0 over 2. Then yung isa, x equals 4 minus 0 over 2. Then we have now x equals 4 plus 0. We have 4 divided by 2. X equals 2. 4 divided by 2, we have 2. Then ganun din sa kabila. 4 minus 0, we have 4. Divided by 2, x equals 2. Then, dun sa example natin kanina, yung discriminant b squared minus 4ac equals 0, the nature of the roots are real and equal. Okay, tingnan natin yung roots and solution. So, yung roots natin, 2. Yung 2 is a real number. Real number yung 2. Then, yung roots or solutions next, which are 2 and 2. So, actually, isa lang talaga to. Kaya sinabing equal. Real numbers, at the same time, the roots are equal. Kaya siya naging real and equal. Next example, number 2, by using the quadratic formula para mahanap natin yung roots or yung solutions. So, nakaredy na to into standard form. So, step 2 na tayo. Find the values or list the values of A, B, and C. So, for letter A, the value of A is equal to 1. The value of B is 7, which is this. The value of C is 10. Then, by using the quadratic formula, x equals negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, or divided by 2a. Just substitute the given values. We have negative times the value of b, which is 7, plus minus square root of 7 squared, the value of b is 7, minus 4 times the value of a, which is 1, then the value of c, which is 10. divided by 2 times the value of A, which is 1. Then, simplify. Negative times 7, we have negative 7. Plus minus 7 squared, 49. We have square root of 49. Then, negative 4 times 1 times 10, we have negative 40. All over 2. Then, we have now x equals negative 7 plus minus 49 minus 40. We have square root of 9 over 2. Then, x equals negative 7 plus minus square root of 9. This is 3 over 2. Then, pag-iwalay natin, we have x equals negative 7. Isang plus, isang minus. Plus 3 over 2. Then, we have x equals negative 7 minus 3 over 2. Then, x negative 7 plus 3, we have negative 4 divided by 2. Then, x equals negative 2. Ito yung unang value ni x. Next, kapag minus naman, x equals negative 10 over 2. Then, x equals negative 5. Okay. So, according dun sa nature of the roots, if b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0 and perfect square number, ito yung 9, perfect square number to, then the nature of the roots are rational and not equal. Yung negative 2 and negative 5 are rational numbers. And then at the same time, they are not equal. Kaya siya naging rational and but not equal. So, ayun yan, no? Kapag si b squared minus 4ac is perfect square number and then at the same time greater than 0. Kapag yung discriminant is greater than 0 and perfect square number. Next example, number 3, x squared plus 6x plus 3 equals 0. Hanapin ulit natin yung roots by using quadratic formula. The value of A is 1, the value of B is 6, the value of C is 3. Then substitute to the given quadratic formula. Negative times the value of B, which is 6, plus minus square root of B, which is 6, minus 4 times the value of A, which is 1, the value of C, which is 3. And then after that, 2 times 1. Next is simplify. We have negative 6 plus minus squared 6 squared, we have 36. Negative 4 times 1 times 3, we have 12. Then 2 times 1, we have 2. Then next, x equals negative 6 plus minus square root of 36 minus 12. We have, okay, 24. We have 24 over 2. Then, square root of 24. So, you need to think, or what are the factors of 24 given that one of the number is a perfect square number. Ang pa-factors ni 12 are 1 times 24, 2 times 12, and then 4 times 6. Ano pa? Meron pa pala. 3 times 8. Ito yung mga factors ni 24. Ngayon, saan dito, saang pair dito yung isa is a perfect square number. Okay, so ito yun. We have 4 and 6. So, ang gagamitin natin is 4 times 6. So, we have now x equals negative 6 plus minus square root of 4 times 6 divided by 2. Then, dito na tayo. We have now x equals negative 6 plus minus Then, yung perfect square number, ilalabas nyo yung square root of 4 is 2. So, we have 2. Then, ang matitira sa loob ng radical symbol or square root symbol is 6 over 2. Then, breakdown natin. We have now x equals negative 6. Yung plus muna, 2 square root of 6 over 2. And then, yung isa naman, x equals negative 6 plus, minus, this is minus 2 square root of 6 over 2. Then, ang gawin natin, tawag dito, i-separate natin yung i-distribute natin yung division or paghiwalayin natin, no? Paghiwalayin. We have x equals negative 6 divided by 2, then plus 2 square root of 6 divided by 2. Then we have now negative 6 divided by 2, we have negative 3, then plus, cancel na to, 2 divided by 2, that is 1, that's why we have square root of 6, we have here imaginary 1. Then dito naman, x equals negative 6 divided by 2 minus 2 square root of 6 divided by 2. Then we have now x, negative 6 divided by 2, we have negative 3. Then ito, 2 square root of 6 divided by 2. The answer is minus square root of 6. Okay, so according to the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation, if b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, we have 24 here, and 24 is not a perfect square number. Therefore, the nature of the roots are irrational and not equal. Negative 3 plus square root of 6, irrational numbers to, and then at the same time, they are not equal. Last example, x squared plus 2x plus 5 equals 0. So, the value of a, we have 1, the value of 2, or the value of b is equal to 2, the value of c is equal to 5. Then, substitute to the given quadratic formula, we have negative times 2, the value of b is 2, plus minus square root of the value of b, which is 2 squared, minus 4 times the value of a, which is 1, times the value of c, which is 5, over 2 times the value of a, which is 1. Then we have now x equals negative times 2, we have negative 2, plus minus square root of 2 squared, we have 4, negative 4 times 1 times 5, we have negative 20, over 2 times 1, we have 2. Then we have now x equals negative 2, plus minus square root of 4 minus 20, we have negative 16 here. Then, the denominator, which is 2. Then, since we have negative sa loob ng square root symbol, so, hindi mo siya pwedeng i-square root kahit sa perfect square number as long as na meron siyang negative. Kasi kapag i-square root mo to, magiging complex number na siya. So, therefore, we have no real roots, or yung roots natin are not real numbers. Hindi siya real numbers yung eto, no? Kasi meron siyang negative sa loob ng square root symbol or dun sa loob ni radical. That's why kapag yung discriminant is less than 0, then conclude that no real roots, or again, not real numbers.